Hey, guys, what's going on? It's me, number 10, the Tărtăria Tablets. It's been said that these tablets could rewrite history, but some people think they were just made up by the government to trick us all. But are they fake? And if so, who was behind the hoax and why? Let's take a look at the Tărtăria Tablets, which supposedly date back over 7,000 years. They were apparently discovered in the year 2001, allegedly found in a place called Tărtăria, a village in the Târgoviște county of Romania. That's where we get the name Tărtăria from. The tablets themselves were uncovered during construction work on a new factory. While no one is sure exactly when or how the tablets came about, we do know that 3 Romanian archaeologists uncovered them while supervising the construction. It's not clear why the archaeologists were there. After all, the tablets weren't technically an archaeological discovery, since they hadn't actually been buried, they were just laying around. Either way, the story goes that one of the workers snapped them up out of curiosity and brought them to the archaeologists. That's where the story ends for those who want to believe in it. Those who do unbelieve say that the whole thing was made up by the Romanian government in order to bring more tourists into the country. We don't know what to believe. But here's what the tablets tell us. The tablets are said to be written in an ancient language known as runes. The runes were used by Germanic peoples, and the Tărtărian tablets are the oldest piece of writing ever found in Europe. According to experts, they date back to the Neolithic period and may have been carved by members of the Cucuteni Tripleia culture. These people lived in the area between 5500 BC and 4000 BC. The tablets are made from shale rock and are about 18 centimeters wide. One of the tablets has a spiral pattern on it, and the other has several lines of text. When put together, the text says, "This is the truth. Whoever reads this text shall know the path to eternal life." Then it gives instructions about how to reach a hidden treasure. The treasure, it says, belongs to the god Ziva. Apparently, Ziva is the god of rain, thunder, and lightning. The tablet then continues with more instructions. It tells whoever finds the tablet to travel 12 steps from the place where they found it. Then turn to the right 13 times and dig 3 cubits below the surface. There they will find the treasure of Ziva. Some researchers believe that the tablets are some kind of riddle. If so, they may not be trying to point the reader to an actual treasure of gold and jewels, but rather a spiritual one. Many scholars have tried to study the tablets, but so far no one can read the ancient script. Researchers from all over the world have come to examine the tablets, including specialists from Russia, Germany, Belgium, and Bulgaria. Unfortunately, despite the interest in the tablets, no one can agree on whether or not they're real. The leading theory is that the tablets are nothing but an elaborate hoax. Experts say the tablets are too smooth and uniform to be 7,000 years old. Plus, the text appears to have been carved at roughly the same depth. If they had been carved 7,000 years ago, the top layer of the stone would have worn down much more than the bottom. For these reasons, many scholars have said the tablets are modern fakes. However, others argue that the tablets are genuine, but the script is simply too obscure for anyone to translate. This argument is supported by the fact that the tablets have been dated using 2 different methods. First, the radioactive carbon dating method showed the tablets to be 6,500 years old. Second, dendrochronology showed them to be 7,300 years old. Dendrochronology is a method of dating based on the analysis of tree rings. A piece of wood is taken from an ancient object and compared to a database of tree ring patterns. This makes it possible to determine the exact year in which the wood was harvested. Even though the 2 methods gave slightly different dates, they both agree that the tablets are ancient. So is it possible that the tablets are real, but the text is simply too obscure to decipher? Let's take a look at some of the theories surrounding the Tărtăria tablets. One of the most popular theories is that the tablets are nothing but a clever hoax perpetrated by the Romanian government. As we said before, the tablets were discovered during construction work on a factory. That factory was being built by a company called Romstal, a private company owned by a Romanian billionaire named Dan Dia. Rumor has it that Diaconescu had a hand in creating the tablets in order to attract more tourists to the area. There's no evidence to support this claim, but it's interesting nonetheless. Another theory is that the tablets are connected to a secret cult. According to researcher Graham Hancock, the tablets may have belonged to a lost civilization known as the Hammurabian. This mysterious culture supposedly lived in the region. From 4000 BC until 2000 BC, it was a highly advanced civilization with its own unique religion. Hancock believes that the tablets contain coded messages about the location of buried treasure, but the treasure is actually spiritual in nature. He thinks that the Hammurabian culture left clues to help modern seekers find sacred sites all across Europe. Other researchers aren't so sure. Many scholars believe that the Hammurabians never existed at all. One of the biggest problems with the Tărtăria Tablets is that no one can agree on their origin. For example, archaeologist Vasile Toca believes that the tablets were created by local villagers. He says that the people who live near Tartar are known for making strange crafts out of shale rock. In the past, they even made items for the tourist trade, like dolls and jewelry. It's entirely possible that someone from the village made the tablets with the intention of selling them to unsuspecting tourists. Still, this doesn't explain why the tablets appear to be thousands of years old. Did the villagers somehow make them look ancient? Or did they carve the tablets long ago and hide them only to dig them up later and try to sell them? We don't know. What we do know is that the tablets have been scrutinized by scientists all over the world, and no one has been able to prove that they fake. Neither has anyone been able to prove that they're real. One thing we do know is that the Romanian government wants you to believe that they're real. Since the tablets were discovered, the Romanian government has done everything they can to promote them as genuine artifacts. They've funded expeditions to find the buried treasure, even though nobody knows if the treasure exists or if it's even real. They've also erected a museum in Triefna to display the tablets, although they haven't allowed any independent experts to study them. Researchers have complained that they are allowed to run tests on the tablets or even take samples from them for radiocarbon dating. The Romanian government claims that they're protecting the tablets from those who would seek to destroy them, but it looks more like they're trying to protect the tablets from those who might prove them to be fake. And here's something else that's weird. The tablets seem to have appeared out of nowhere. One minute they weren't there, and the next minute they were sitting in a pile of dirt. Not only that, but they appear to have been carved at precisely the same depth, down to the millimeter. Who would go to such lengths to bury a hoax? Why would somebody spend all that time burying the tablets only to let them become exposed to the elements again? On top of that, the person or people who buried the tablets knew that they would be discovered one day. How could they possibly have known that a construction crew would be digging up the site at precisely the right moment to uncover their secret stash of fake tablets? All of these questions have led many researchers to believe that the tablets are real. Perhaps the most compelling evidence in favor of the tablets comes from the translation of the text itself. Researcher Paul H.M. Goetz believes that the text isn't written in runes at all. Instead, he says that it's written in an ancient form of Sumerian. According to Goetz, the tablets contain knowledge that could change the course of human history. If this is true, it means that the tablets predate the invention of writing by thousands of years. But that still raises another question. Why would the Sumerians bury these tablets in Romania? As you can see, there are a lot of questions surrounding the Tărtăria Tablets. At this point, we simply don't know what to believe. Thanks for watching. Which side do you think we should lean towards? Do you think the tablets are real, or do you think they're fake? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you later. Bye.